delegates are up for grabs today, which is more than a third of the Republican total. The biggest competition is in the battleground state of Ohio. A CNN poll released yesterday had former Massachusetts Governor Mitt Romney and Senator Rick Santorum dead even. Each grabbed 32% of the voters in that poll. The number of advertisers leaving Rush Limbaugh's radio show keeps increasing. Allstate, Sears, and Geico are just three of over 15 companies who have announced they are no longer willing to advertise on his show. The controversy has come from Limbaugh's recent comments on Georgetown law student Sandra Fluke.
Which syndicates his radio show, pull him off the air altogether.
Say about the college co-ed Susan Fluke, who goes before a congressional committee and essentially says that she must be paid to have sex. What does that make her? It makes her a slut, right? Makes her a prostitute. She wants to be paid to have sex.
A written apology
Limbaugh
saying,
has
quote,
recently
my choice
apologized
of
for
words
his
was not
comments.
the best.
A proposal moving through Nebraska's legislature would raise state senators' salaries by $10,000. The amendment was introduced by Omaha Senator Scott Lautenbaugh, who says salaries have not been adjusted since 1988. Senators currently get an annual salary of $12,000, one of the lowest in the nation, which Lautenbaugh aims to increase to $22,500. If the proposal passes, it would become effective in 2013. The bill that would allow the creation of entertainment districts has advanced from first-round debate. The proposal, which was introduced in January, would allow local governing bodies to designate areas where people can eat, shop, and carry alcoholic drinks outside. Lincoln Senator Colby Koesch introduced the bill with the idea that it would attract development and tourism to the state. The Haymarket Arena area is one of the talked-about locations for an entertainment district. Coming up after the break, we'll have the details on some stolen Husker memorabilia.
Stay tuned.
You're watching Star City News live at 5.
I really wish I had a pet.
When looking for a pet, make the Capital Humane Society your first stop. There are a variety of pets to choose from, such as rabbits, cats, dogs, and much more. Pets from the Capital Humane Society are spayed or neutered, receive treatment for fleas, ticks, or mites, receive needed vaccinations and tests to keep the animals healthy, and are microchipped. It's much cheaper to adopt, so go to the Capital Humane Society to find your next best friend.
This regional art museum produces 6 to 8 exhibitions annually in its beautiful galleries. Frequent visitors enjoy viewing shows by contemporary artists, as well as sculptures and paintings from the permanent collection. The museum and research library are free and open to the public. The Great Plains Art Museum, located at 1155 Q Street.
More than 700,000 people in the United States have been trafficked. More than 2,000 people have been trafficked within Nebraska, including our city, Lincoln. Nebraska Family Council is fighting to stop this injustice. You can help also by educating yourself and others. For more information, visit nebfc.org. Nebraska Family Council, standing for justice and families since 1988.
The Center for People in Need provides essential resources to people in our community through many programs. One is the Job Training Program. The Job Training Program prepares participants for careers in forklift operation, warehousing, print services, and more. The Center for People in Need is looking for employers in Lincoln to get involved with the Job Training Program. For more information, visit centerforpeopleinneed.org.
Welcome back. An Omaha woman has been sentenced to 3 years probation after her 2-month-old son almost died of malnutrition. Mother 23-year-old Shanta Wood told police that she had been feeding her child, but that the baby just threw up often. KMTV reports that the baby weighed just under 4.5 pounds in January, although the boy weighed over 6 pounds when he was born. The boy has since been taken to foster care where he has gained back that much-needed weight. A former UNL athletics groundskeeper reported his Husker memorabilia was stolen from his home. Bill Shepard told investigators that when he got home Monday, 17 rings and 14 bowl game watches were missing. Shepard was an employee for the athletic department for more than 40 years. 5 guns were also listed as missing, and police estimate the total value of the stolen items at over $13,000.
We don't know if the suspects knew that he had the rings or knew that he would be gone during that period of time. But we are contacting local pawn shops and, of course, making others aware that these are out in circulation.
The University of Nebraska-Lincoln ranks in the top 10% of participants in the Recyclemania competition. The contest began on February 5th and measures the amount of waste and recyclables collected over 8 weeks. Out of 605 North American universities, UNL is ranked 56th, leading the 7 participating Big Ten universities. There are 4 weeks left in the competition. For more information on how to join the effort, visit recycling.unl.edu.
The Nebraska National Guard honored some of its members today.
Star City's Caleb Dohmen is live in the newsroom with the story.
Thanks, guys. The Nebraska National Guard plays a role in protecting the United States, and today a few of those men were honored. A family today. Senators, families, Nebraska National Guard members, and even Governor Dave Heineman were at the Capitol. They were not only there to honor the soldiers with medals of valor, but also to pay their respect.
I'm pleased to be with you as we honor a very distinguished group of Nebraska heroes for their contributions to our state and our nation in the cause of freedom.
One of those members was Sergeant Patrick Douglas Hamburger. In 2008, Sergeant Hamburger became the full-time helicopter flight engineer for the Nebraska National Guard in Grand Island. In May 2011, he was deployed with his unit to Afghanistan. On August 6, 2011, Sergeant Hamburger gave his life, along with 37 others, in service of his country. His helicopter was shot down over a province in Afghanistan. He received the Bronze Star and a Purple Heart, and his family received a memorial photo of their fallen loved one. "14 other Nebraska men were also honored in today's ceremony, receiving Silver Star Medal, the Soldier's Medal, Bronze Star Medal, Purple Heart, and the Army Commendation Medal. The ceremony had a somber attitude to it, but there was also a lot of pride involved for the men who serve this great nation. I'm Caleb Dohmen reporting live for Star City News. Back to you guys.
I'm sure it's been a bittersweet day for that family.
Yeah, I'm sure it has. And it's important to honor those who have served our country.
Mild weather has allowed construction crews to move a lot faster than on Memorial Stadium project than they had first thought. A part of the East Stadium expansion project, the university is building a cutting-edge research facility. The university's Board of Regents has approved the construction of a $5 million sports science lab. The funding will come entirely from private donations. It will have a top-end equipment such as MRI machines that can track blood flow in the brain. Construction on the lab will begin in November, if not earlier.
Easy, breezy, beautiful. That is the slogan for CoverGirl. It also describes today's weather in a nutshell. Will this continue through your weekend? I'll have your details next.
You're watching Star City News live at 5.
Put an end to their fear. Call the Child Abuse and Neglect Hotline at 1-800-652-1999.
Every little girl just wants to be beautiful, but the images they are shown are unrealistic. They need someone to turn to for advice and encouragement. That's why the Big Brothers Big Sister program provides a positive relationship that can better a child's life forever. Be a big brother or a big sister today and be a positive role model that every child needs.
The University Health Center, located on campus at 1500 U Street, offers a wide variety of cares and services. The Health Center offers extensive aid in the areas of dentistry, physical therapy, and psychology. Also on site is a full radiology department equipped with X-ray and EKG machines. The health center also offers a fully stocked pharmacy for prescription. The UNL Health Center, where the top priority is the student's health.
What does it mean to be environmental? Is it buying a hybrid car? Is it using recycled bags? Is it a bumper sticker? If you're looking to make a real difference, one of the best places to turn is your own backyard. Trees help keep our environment clean. Visit arborday.org to find out more information on planting trees in your community.
And now your weather forecast with Ben Dorenbach.
So how about that weather today? I mean, 70 degrees in March.
I know, we actually had a tough time keeping Ben inside today to get his work done.
Well, now that we do have him inside, Ben, what's going on with the weather?
Well, I think the Star City News can definitely attest to the fact that I did put up a good fight in trying to get me inside. I was tempted to cut class and grab the golf clubs today, but I didn't. So yes, it was a beautiful day in the capital city today. We'll take a look at tower cam here shortly. You'll start to see some of the clouds start to form right now, keeping those temperatures in check. But for the most part, we did have a very beautiful day in the capital city. But as we take a look into our records, just in case some of you are curious as to if we broke any records, our record high for March 6th is 80 degrees set back in 1987 and 1972. But we are still sitting well above average at 48 degrees right now, or still sitting way above average than 48 anyway. Current temperatures right now sitting very comfortably in the upper 60s, low 70s throughout most of the state of Nebraska. Very, very comfortable. Like I said, those clouds in the capital city are keeping temperatures below 70. As we look at today's temperature, we did top out at 70 degrees, so no record-breaking heat today for the month of March, but partly cloudy skies, easy, breezy, beautiful. Good description of the day's weather. That breeze coming from the southwest at 15 to 20 miles per hour with some gusts thrown in there. As we look into tonight, it is going to see 50 degrees, still going to be fairly comfortable out there with that increasing cloudiness, still with a pretty gusty breeze from the southwest from 15 to 20 and gusting up to 30 miles per hour. As we move into tomorrow, we are going to see a cool down, going to only top out around 54 degrees, and that high temperature is going to occur in the late morning, and it's going to keep cooling down as the day goes on. So a little bit abnormal for tomorrow's temperatures. We're going to see a good chance of showers and possibly a thunderstorm with a switch in wind direction coming from the northwest at 15 to 20 miles per hour, courtesy of a cold front that will move through the area. Looking into your 7-day forecast, we will start to see a little bit of a cool down as we go through our next couple of days, but we'll start to see a couple of chances of precipitation as we move into your weekend, sitting in the low to mid 50s throughout most of the weekend. And also don't forget to spring those clocks forward as we move into Sunday, early Sunday morning at 2 a.m. But as we move back into the beginning of your work week, we will start to see a warm up again into the upper 50s, low 60s. That's your Star City News weather report. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Ben. Coming up in sports, Kelsey McGerr has more Husker baseball highlights and talks Husker football with Bo Pelini as his squad prepares for spring practices.
It's a pretty exciting time for football around campus. Stay tuned for more after the break.
You're watching Star City News live at 5.
For 35 years, Native American Public Telecommunications has been sharing stories with the world that represent the values, experiences, histories, and cultures of Native Americans. That's 35 years of providing authentic Native content to your home, classroom, and on the web. With your support, NAPT can continue to do so much more. Find out how at nativetelecom.org.
What's up, everyone? I'm Kelsey McGerr, and I've got your sports for this week. On a beautiful day like this, there's no better way than to spend it outside at Haymarket Park in the home opener for the Husker baseball team against Kansas State. The wind picked up a little bit in the top of the second with Huskers down 2-0. Pitcher John Keller here with a strikeout of Wildcat right fielder Mike Kindle. Keller would strike out 2 in the inning. And then it's the bottom of the third for the Huskers when Cale Kaiser knocks one out to the fans in left field, and it is gone. Here, shortstop Chad Christensen knocks one past the first base to bring in 2 runs for the Huskers. The Huskers take home a W with the home opener with a final score of 9-6. It's that time of year again for all of you basketball fanatics are getting antsy about March Madness being just around the corner. But before the madness begins, we've got championship week upon us. Nebraska's first year in the Big Ten Conference has been a bit of a disappointment. The 11th seeded Huskers went 4-14 in the conference, but will get one last shot to prove themselves when they play 6th seeded Purdue this Thursday night. If the Huskers can pull off a win, they will play the 3rd seeded Ohio State. But it's not all disappointments for the Husker basketball. Although losing to Purdue in a 74-70 double overtime game Sunday, the Lady Skurs, who went 24-8 overall, are likely to receive a 5th or 6th seed in the NCAA tournament in 2 weeks. The final seedings will come out next Monday. Syracuse University has self-reported possible violations of its internal drug policy, according to school officials. Yahoo Sports said a 3-month investigation showed the Syracuse men's basketball program failed to adhere to the drug policy while playing ineligible players over the past decade. The report, through anonymous sources, said at least 10 players since 2001 had tested positive for banned recreational substances, and that these players were allowed to practice and play at times when they should have been suspended. The potential violations do not involve any current student athletes. Bo Pelini was pretty mild-tempered today in his press conference, and that's understandable because it was just a casual Q&A session about the upcoming spring and what the future is looking like for our beloved Huskers. The football program hasn't officially gained a new defensive back coach, but like Pelini said, we've all read about it, and he's very optimistic about the new addition to his staff.
I think he'll be a tremendous addition to the staff. He's a guy I've known for a long time, worked with him. He's about as perfect a fit as you can have.
Pelini says with the talent on the team, that spring is for refining their skills and making what's good great.
Every single guy, there isn't a guy out there that's reached his potential. And, you know, but it's about refining and trying to get better each and every day.
That's been your Sports Fix for today. For Star City News, I'm Kelsey McGerr. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Kelsey. I know a lot of Husker fans are excited for the spring game. The team starts their practices on Saturday.
And I bet the team didn't expect to be practicing outside this time of year. When we get back from break, Kristin Bauer has your entertainment news.
You're watching Star City News live at 5.
We do this every Wednesday night from 9 to 11, bringing you the best in funk and soul, old and new. That was yet another request. That song was by Instant Funk, and it was called I'm Able. As always, your main man, Polar Bear.
I'm Dish Rag.
Good night.
And good funk.
I did it online.
I did it in the classroom.
We did it last night.
And we've already done it 4 times today.
Everybody's doing it.
And you should too. Listen to 90.3 KRNU, UNL student-run radio station. Get Indied. Babies... Babies, engagements, and lawsuits galore. It's been an interesting start to the week in the entertainment world. Good evening, I'm Kristin Bauer. There's a little Lachey on the way. That's right, Nick and Vanessa Lachey are expecting their first child. Nick announced the news publicly while on Live with Kelly yesterday morning.
So she went to the store,
got a pregnancy test, and it came back positive. So we're having a baby.
Well, she's due in late summer, early fall. Nick returned to co-host with Live with Kelly this morning, and he had baby on the brain. He spoke eagerly about the delivery day. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be supportively there, holding hands and coaching, breathing, and all that good stuff. But apparently, I won't be down below seeing what's happening. I'll be above, helping. Our favorite Guidette has made a life-changing decision. After the news of her pregnancy surfaced last week, Nicole Snooki Palizzi recently hit the streets supporting a very new, very large engagement ring. While on Good Morning America last year, Snooki said her lifestyle would change once she got married.
Well, you know, Gianni's a great guy, so, you know, I'm so down to making Guido babies with him.
Could it be that the Snooks will settle down? Are you going to calm down? Are the antics going to...
Oh, yeah, I've calmed down already. You know, I don't hook up anymore. Like, I love him to death. You know, I'll always be this crazy, fun person, but, you know, when it's time to get married, I'm going to be an amazing wife.
I guess she'll have to give up fist-pumping Ron juice and random one-night hookups. The Kardashian sisters may have to quick trim their wallets. The sisters face a class action lawsuit against their weight loss product, Quick Trim. The suit was filed in the Southern District of New York and claims that the reality stars made unsubstantiated false and misleading claims in ads, interviews, and tweets about the effects of the product. Among these claims are the product's ability to curb cravings, promote weight loss, and burn calories.
No more excuses, just results.
How hot can you be?
Quick Trim. Live the dream.
And you are looking absolutely gorgeous. Now, what is your new confidence with Miami? Anything new, different?
Well, difference is I'm taking Quick Trim, which is a diet program, and I lost 25 pounds off of it, so that's a big difference in my body.
Higher than full 1080p HD video resolution at 1920 by 1080 pixels and will display a much sharper image. The scheduled release date is said to be sometime before the end of the year. I guess we will never know what the Babylons are all about. That's right, Fox has canceled the TV series Terra Nova. After only one season, the prehistoric dino drama will no longer be. According to Entertainment Weekly, the decision was handed down despite a few factors that were in the show's favor, including a creatively strong 2-hour finale, as well as the canceling of other shows such as Veterans Hours and Alcatraz. 100 years ago today, before the opening day at Fenway Park and before the Titanic sank, the National Biscuit Company made its first sale of the Oreo cookie. Today, the Oreo cookie turns 100 years old. Oreo is the world's top-selling cookie and can be bought in more than 100 countries. The sandwich even comes in different flavors around the world. For example, in Indonesia, you can get blueberry, and in China, they offer green tea ice cream. According to a survey, 50% of all Oreo eaters pull their cookies apart, with women twisting them more than men. Reporting for Star City News, I'm Dominique Kelly.
Thanks, Dominique. I don't know how anyone can really pull these things apart without twisting them anyway.
Oh, what kind you got there? Triple, double stuffed Oreo?
Yeah, I don't even know.
Well, thanks for tuning in. I'm Matt Haron.
And I'm Camila Orti. Don't forget to like us on Facebook and also follow us on Twitter at StarCityUNL. Thank you and good night.